It's the week of September 20th, 2021 on The Bold and the Beautiful. The week that gave us breaking and entering, major sin burn, and more Logan shock and disgust than you'll even know what to do with. So fill your petty cups to the brim and get ready for Talk Soap with Keisha Chantal. Hello, Soap Opera Nation. Welcome back. I'm your host, Keisha Chantal, and I'm a little under the weather because I had to sit through another nauseating fantasy from Paris about Finnegan. It's left me green around the gills for about 3 days now. But you know what would cheer me up? It's if I could get some love from all the beautiful folks out there who haven't yet subscribed to my channel. How could you? So if you don't mind clicking the subscribe button down below, giving this video a thumbs up, and of course, getting down in the comment section so we can be petty together, I'm sure I could find the will to go on. That's it. Feeling better already. Alright. Survive! Let's start the show. In case you missed it, here's how the time in Los Angeles was divided this week. Alright, now let's break it down. While Quinn is busy boning on the couch at Carter's sex loft, Eric is at home gazing upon her portrait, no doubt second-guessing his decision to literally push her back into Carter's arms. Did I do the right thing? There are so many ways that I could have gone about this. My mouth still works, and so do my hands. Why didn't I think to use them instead of this ill-advised plot to have my wife be serviced by another man? Suddenly, a knock comes from the door, interrupting Eric's thoughts. It's Katie, here to interrupt a perfectly good evening spent in quiet contemplation with her meddling. Katie claims she stopped by looking for DJ Broken Record and Hype Man Ridge, but you know it's a load of bull, because as soon as Eric tells her that she just missed them, Katie segues into,
"Sorry, it's late. I don't want to interrupt you and Quinn."
No, my wife's not here. Quinn's out for the evening.
Stop the cap, Katie. You know that's exactly what you came to do. Matter of fact, I'm surprised that you knocked. Usually, your style is to just creep up to the door and stick your beak in where it doesn't belong. Anywho, as soon as Katie finds out that Quinn is out for the night, she goes off the deep end. Out for the night? Yes, girl, out for the night. Shit. Since the Forrester matriarch has abandoned her post for the evening, Katie takes it upon herself to spend some time with Eric and sing his praises to the high heavens. Because apparently, Eric being home alone for a few hours is a desperate cry for help. Katie, go home, girl, shoo. Eric needs to get upstairs and get into his pajamas so he can wait for Quinn to come home glowing like a nightlight from her sex with Carter.
What happened?
Eric, I can't.
Did you make love?
Well, don't scrimp on the details, darling. Give me all the tea. Oh man, not Eric waiting up for Quinn for a recap on quarter night. This is just so sad. Especially when he tells her that he wishes that it was him on top of her and not Carter. Oh my God. Child, if you think this is weird, wait till you hear what happens next. The next day, Shauna drops by Forrester, takes one look at Quinn, and says, "Oh my God, you had sex, didn't you? I could tell. You're glowing, girl." I have a question. What kind of magical D is Carter giving to Quinn that people can tell from behind that she just got her back blown out? And where can I get some? Look at Shauna's face after Quinn tells her she's living her best life. First comes shock, and then comes jealousy. Girl, same. We're all jealous. Eric summons Carter over to hammer out, pun intended, some details about their little arrangement. He tells him, "I know you put in some good work on Quinn last night, but I just want to make something abundantly clear. She is still Mrs. Eric Forrester in every single way that counts except one. The whole time he's standing there pointing at Carter. For some reason, I get this image that pops up in my head. It's like Eric is Uncle Sam trying to recruit for Quinn Army. I want you to give it to her good, but not too good, lest you forget who she belongs to. Delusional? Yes, that's like throwing gasoline on the fire and telling it not to burn. Eric also takes the time to remind Carter that his role is just a stud placeholder. You know, he just wants him to know that you're just here to just fill her up when she runs on empty. Nothing more, nothing less. So don't get it twisted. That's it, bruh. You not gonna tell this fool that you ain't nobody's mandingo? That you got rights and feelings and a little thing called dignity?
Of course.
Punk ass. Look at him. Just can't wait to get back to Quinn Valley. Don't save him, Keisha. He don't want to be saved. 2 of the Logan witches sit down for an impromptu coven where they discuss all the ways that Quinn is excelling at life and how much they loathe her for it. At one point, when the prospect of Quinn hurting Eric again comes up, Katie seems to really get riled. And she says, oh no, if Quinn ever hurts Eric like that again, and I'm wondering, what the hell is she referring to? Quick, to the time machine.
Don't do this, please. I'm scared. Yes.
Ooh. Watch your back, Quinn. You don't want none of that gangsta Katie smoke. Pow, pow, pow. She bust a cap in your ass. And last but not least, Ridge finally decides that he's had enough of Eric loving Quinn and wanting to be left alone by his adult children. So, I guess it's time to call up Justin and collect on that debt that he owes him for not pressing charges and throwing him under the jail for what he did to Thomas. What's funny about this interaction is that at first, Justin thinks that Ridge called him over to dig up some dirt on Bill. But Ridge is like, nah, Bill is irrelevant. I just want you to follow Quinn around town and tell me what she's up to. Poor Justin. Always wants the important job, but instead gets stuck with the grunt work. Speaking of grunt work, naturally, Justin follows Quinn straight to Carter's house. And just as they're about to get it poppin'...
Justin? You're busted.
Damn, Justin. How you gonna do another brother dirty like that, bruh? You're supposed to stick together. Seriously, though, wouldn't it be nice if Carter and Justin united to bring down the powerful LA families that have shamelessly used them for their own gain over the years? They could call themselves Fed Up Express. We're done taking orders. Meanwhile, at Steffy's 2-room mansion that converts into a duplex and guest house for squatters and disobedient husbands, have you heard the news?
So grateful to have you here. Your spirit. Like, you really light up this house.
Yeah. We get it. Paris is great. No, she's not. If only you knew Steffy. She's also great at fantasizing about your man when you're not in the room. She's a double agent. But at least we can give her some credit for being self-aware enough to know that her thirst for Finn is getting out of hand. I mean, I want to hate her, but she's so pretty. And her beautiful brown skin just glows when she smiles. I mean, just look at that. It's hard to believe that this is a woman who is a possible threat to the royal family. After another cringy but kinda hot fantasy, Paris comes to the realization that she's skating on thin ice, which means it's time to make some tough decisions.
I want to get out of the way before it feels like I'm taking advantage.
Notice how she looks over at Finn after she says that? The way that Finn looks back at her sometimes kind of makes you wonder if he knows. Do you think he knows? Also, I want y'all to see how suddenly Paris is going to find the coins to afford her own place. This homeless foolery was a setup, just like we knew it was. Time to say our goodbyes. First Steffi gets a hug, and then Finn. But this is the only hug that she cares about. What it must feel like to be pressed up against that rock-hard chest, those chiseled abs. Lord of mercy. And now a word from our sponsors. Hey guys, I interrupt this broadcast to tell you about my YouTube's membership that I just launched last week. So, if you want bloopers, early access to videos, and bonus content, then click the link above and join. Alright, back to the show. And now, it's time to rate Love in the Afternoon. Was it hot or not?
Dr. Finnegan, I think it's going to be your lucky night.
Yes, come on down to Finnegan Castle where the heat resides. Queen Steffi gave her king an A+ on his dad report card and said, you know what? I know that play date with Waffle and his clown bride really irritated you. So why don't you just sit back and let me sit this ass on you. Show you how I feel. Ooh, hot. After Carter gives it to Quinn good, like Eric asked him to, she leaves and he walks through the loft in the shadows, and then the light hits his pecs just right.
Carter Walton, Mr. 8-Pack. The guy's drop dead gorgeous.
Agree with Katie. Hot. Another day, another missing shirt for Finn. I ain't mad at it. But the hell? Oh, no, this is wrong. This is so wrong. Oh, but I can't look away. Pause. Rewind. One more time. Ugh, damn. I want to hate this so much. It looks wrong, but it feels so right. I guess that means it's a hot and a not. I'm so conflicted. Who wins the crown for Loser of the Week? Let's find out. This week's loser definitely goes to Thomas Forrester.
I do have another priority, though, and that's you. It is your happiness.
Here we go again. If I had $1 for every single time Thomas said that Hope's happiness was his #1 priority, I'd be a millionaire by now. It's pathetic. And the fact that Thomas doesn't have a home to call his own, nor does he have the opportunity to raise his son as he should, really drives home the point that there's a wasted opportunity for a story here. Give Thomas a love interest now. Show him raising Douglas, bonding with him, being the father that Ridge never was. Let's get him off the Hope hamster wheel that leads to nowhere and give him something with teeth. It's time for What the Fug, Fashion Fug Awards. Who stunted and who committed fashion crimes this week in Los Angeles? First up, Hope's Blueprint Carnby Kick Flare Floral Print Linen Trousers. Can we just call it pants? Yeah, let's just go with pants for $262. This only looks good if you have long, slender legs and a size 0 waist. Anyone else? It looks like you're a 1970s housewife. Remember when Hope wore these same pants, but she accessorized with some crazy white Pharrell hat? You can check out that episode, Waffle House, right here. Highly recommend. Katie's leather military pleated mini dress by Karen Miller, $652. Hated it in doo-doo brown, but loved it in red. Steffi's zipped shirt play suit by Sandro Paris, $396. Steffi was all about the onesies this week, wasn't she? Cute, but $400? Paris's zebra print halter neck swimsuit by the Attico, $435. Oh, and the matching runched zebra print stretch jersey miniskirt, an additional $241. Look who can afford to spend almost $700 on a swimsuit and not an apartment. Little girl, fix your priorities the same way you fix that skirt with some scissors to cut up a side split all the way up to your navel so you could catch Finn's eye. You ain't fooling nobody. And now it's time to be petty about something I read in Soap Opera Digest. Dear Soap Opera Digest, the girls are wondering what the hell you were thinking with this body language editorial in your October 4th issue. Please explain why you thought your readers want to see super zoom up shots of actors' ears, eyeballs, facial hair, and nostrils? Who asked for this? How well do I know my favorite stars? Not well enough to want to get up in all their crevices where the sun don't shine. Keep that. Never again. You hear me? Spoilers are in. So let's try to make some sense out of nonsense. We're coming in hot at the top of the week, picking up with Justin busting through Carter's door like he's the one being cheated on. And you're not going to believe this, but here's actual footage of Steffi's security giving Sheila the all clear to pop in for a little visit. And so it begins. Round 3 of Steffi versus Sheila. Normally, I would tell you that violence doesn't solve anything, but F that. Let the girls fight. Things are going to escalate quickly between Finn's 2 women. No word on the original woman in Finn's life. I think her name is Lee. Where is she? On Tuesday, Finn will finally come home after surfing in the Pacific and probably blinding all of the women on the beach with his beautiful body. I'm so sorry, y'all. I just can't help myself. You know I love that man. I mean, he's just, Anyway, let me get back on track. Finn will come home to see Sheila and Steffi fighting like 2 stray cats in the back alley. The best part is going to come when Sheila puts Finn on the spot by alluding to the fact that Steffi is the one that calls the shots in their marriage. And she tells no lies because it's true. Finn has to do whatever Steffi tells him. Basically, he whooped. Also, Carter and Quinn will have to do some damage control. On Wednesday, Justin will eagerly report his finding to Ridge, who will literally blow a gasket when he finds out that Carter and Quinn are doing the nasty again. Thursday, expect Ridge to get up in Quinn's face about what she's been up to, and for Quinn to tell Ridge that it was all Eric's idea. Of course, he's not going to believe her, which is going to lead to a very interesting conversation when he goes to Eric with the news about what he found out. Also on Thursday, because Katie don't know when to quit, Eric will finally break down and confess that his magic stick is broken. And on Friday, that weird hotel clerk, Keith, is going to be giving Sheila some really bad advice. Well, we've made it to the end, guys. Thanks for watching this week's Talk Soap with me, Keisha Chantal. What did you think about today's episode? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Let me know all about it in the comments. And also, don't forget to sign up for my YouTube's memberships if you want bonus content, blooper reels, and early access to videos. All right, till I see you next time, stay petty.